Hi there, welcome back to the vlog. Now, over the last few days I've been shooting a short film as part of a competition, and that means we've been using a lot of this, fake blood. Fake blood. Great stuff. And I thought I'd show you our recipe for making it. It's a fairly straightforward recipe. It's really simple to do and it's incredibly effective. It gives all the right textures and colors and viscosity, and it sits right on the skin and it runs when it should. And when you make it, it's a nice thick blood and it's very easily watered down, so it can be used in a spray bottle for great effect as well. So what I thought I'd do is take you into the kitchen, have a look, pull out all the bits we need to make it, put it together and show you how it works. So let's go have a look at that. Okay, here we are in the kitchen, and I'll first show you the ingredients. The first thing, we've got some golden syrup. It's just a straight sugar syrup kind of thing. It's not a corn syrup. A bit of red food colouring. I like to use the Pillar Box red. It's a very bright red and just works really well. This is some thick soy sauce. Now, I like to use the thick soy sauce because it keeps a bit more texture and it separates out well from the other ingredients. Next we have got just a rice bran oil. Works a bit better than vegetable oil, I find. I don't know if there really is much difference. It's what I prefer. And the cocoa here, now that's actually a mixture of cocoa and corn flour. It's about 4 parts corn flour to 1 part cocoa. If you put too much cocoa in, your blood's going to end up very, very dark. Anyway, so let's pour the golden syrup into the bowl first. Just a good wallop of it. Now, it just takes a moment to squeeze out of the bottle here. Now this is a Chelsea golden syrup. It's made here in New Zealand, and it's just really nice thick. If you can't get golden syrup, any other form of treacle or something like that will do. Corn syrup won't quite work. Plenty of the red food colouring. You want that to be quite pervasive. That's quite a lot. If you've used food colouring, you know a little bit goes a long way. The oil goes in and it just separates out from the other things. It doesn't mix properly, which is really good, and it stops it from being too smooth and too consistent. So I'll just put that there and add a bit of soy sauce in. Soy sauce, once again, it doesn't really stay with everything else. You just need a little bit of it. It's probably a little bit much, but that'll be okay. Soy sauce will separate out and head towards the edges of the mixture when you spread it on anything and give you that nice dark edge. Now the corn flour and cocoa mix I've got here, you don't need a lot of it, just that'll do. That goes in. What happens there is the cocoa kind of clumps up and gives you all those nice little dried splotchy bits that you get with blood, where bits of it dry around the edge and everything, and it just adds a bit of texture and gives it that congealed look. So as you can see, this is a pretty nice thick mixture. It looks quite dark in the bowl, but that's okay. It needs to be quite a heavy colour. I'm going to add a little bit of water right to this and in a second. Just thicken it up a bit more first. I'm going to add a bit more water in it in a sec to just thin it down a bit as well, so that it runs a bit more for what I want for this demonstration. I'm adding more golden syrup at the moment because I put a little bit too much soy in earlier. That just lightens it up a little bit. There we go. And now for the water. Just needs a little bit. If I'm making it fairly runny at the moment. Now it looks quite runny on top, but it's actually quite thick underneath. The syrup and the corn flour will sort of stick together, and you can see on the spatula when I lift it out that it doesn't just run straight off, it gathers a bit and it clumps up quite nicely, and the syrup stays really sticky on the hand while the liquid will run around like that, and pretty much behaves like real blood does and dries in a similar way. You can see pretty quickly the clumpy bits are a lot darker, and there's just little bits of gore in it from the cocoa. So there you go, that's a really quick, really effective blood recipe. The colour in it is great, it looks wonderful on camera. And now I'll go and clean it off and play with it somewhere else. Okay, so that's my world famous fake blood recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's been useful to you, then please click on the like button and subscribe to the video. We'll do more of the special effects sort of stuff. If there's something in particular you want to see us do, put it in the comments below, and share this with all your friends and other people so that they can see what we're doing as well. It's a great blood recipe that we've been using. It's been very effective and served us really well, so I hope it does the same for you. So anyway, I'm going to head off now. Come back tomorrow and I'm going to be doing some burn effects with liquid latex. Very simple, very quick to do, low budget and a great effect. Okay, have a good evening. See you later.